Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay, all of the Christmas events are dropping. We're just going to take a look right now. What does this week look like? And yeah, what can we expect for the Christmas events? What would have been cool, I'm not going to lie, what would have been cool is if the coming soon became some sort of festive battle that we could get behind for the holiday period. Surely that's why you've put this in. Surely, Raid. But no, not so far anyway. It might still happen, but as far as we know right now, that is not what's going down. We do have a deck of fate coming in tomorrow. Obviously, my game doesn't show it properly. But if we look here on Player in Play, we've got a festive deck of fate where the prize is a legendary champion. So it probably means, most likely means it's a shard event, albeit, no, I'm like 99% sure it's a shard event. But it could be a champion training alongside it or something else alongside it. But basically, champion training is the best way to try and get champions out of this, albeit it's long, in terms of like if you're a freebie. But I would imagine, it's not going to be like Merry Christmas, here is a new legendary champion. It's going to be Merry Christmas, pull 20 sacred shards, and then you will get a legendary champion. Something like that. It says here, the holidays are here. Come celebrate in Teleria with a Christmas gift. With a Christmas gift. And by taking part in the festive deck of fate event where you can earn champion fragments for a brand new legendary Bells the Reckoner. We can check that out in a second. It may not look it, but this mighty orc is here to spread festive cheer. That's interesting. So there's going to be a Christmas gift maybe tomorrow, actually. Maybe they're going to drop it on Christmas Eve. But if not, just log in at one point between the 24th and the 27th. It's normally one of the best freebies that we get throughout the year. It's normally some shards, books, that type of stuff. So irrelevant whether you want to go for this dude, you should probably just log in and pick that up. But yeah, it looks like a deck of fate tomorrow. We don't know how to earn the champion yet. We'll find out that tomorrow. There's also, during the same period of time, a primal summoning boost, so double chance to get mythicals. It's actually double chance of epic, legendary, and mythicals from primals. This might be the first time they've ever done it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but normally it's either epic and legendary double chance or mythical double chance. It's not normally all three, and this is what it should be, by the way. So, I mean, if you just kind of factor that in, everything's double rates on primal, so 1% chance to get a mythical. We've seen that recently. I pulled like 100 or something crazy. I don't know if it was as many as that, but I pulled a lot and got pretty much bugger all. But you're going to have a 1% mythical, a 2% chance of a legendary, and then a 32% chance of epics. So, I mean, obviously they're hard to get and all that sort of stuff, but the best possible time you could ever pull a primal shard coming up. I've got 5 as it is right now. So yeah, that's going to be kicking in again over that same period, starting from tomorrow. We've also got a progressive chance tomorrow. I do have the details of that as well. So champions up for grabs. Aragaz, Wilking. Don't even know who that one is. Got to be one of the newer ones. Wow. So many names now that just don't automatically jump out to me. Let's have a look. Must be one of the new ones. Aragaz, World King. So he is the orc. It's a Unity champion for the orcs. Okay, let's have a quick look at this guy. Aragaz, right. What's he got going on? Heals all enemies with less than 50% HP back to 50% of their HP. That's actually kind of nuts. Damage dealt equal to 50% of the target's current HP. This guy is kind of weird. Then places a shield on their ally. Also fills that ally's turn meter by an amount equal to the HP missing. 100% provoke and strengthen. Immune to block active skills and cooldown increasing effects. That's right. This is the guy who's kind of out there as the anti, Yumiko or Warlord, that type of thing. Instantly activates his skill whenever an ally's health drops low. So throws out a provoke. And it will not put it on cooldown. And then provokes, if there's 3 people of the same team, provokes cannot be resisted. Kind of interesting. And then we've got his passive here. Allies with half HP or less deal more damage. Allies with half HP or less receive less damage. This was the weird guy. So basically, there's some very cool mechanics in here, but you kind of want people that are going to be unkillable but low HP for it to really kick in. Whenever an ally or enemy increases HP, defense, attack, and speed of all allies, whenever an ally dies or an enemy dies, you increase stats on your team up to 25% more. And then whenever an ally kills an enemy, grants that ally an instant turn. That's pretty cool as well. He's a cool dude. Like, he's got some pretty cool stuff going on. But yeah, he is going to be in the progressive chance tomorrow. We've also got Wixwell, Morley, Bivalda the Fawn. We've got Grazure, who is actually pretty damn solid now for Chimera, but also very good for Hydra. Tormin's in there, Solus in there, both kind of like older champions, not as good nowadays. So, I mean, I don't know. On the progressive ones, it's probably like whatever, really. But if you're going to put a champion in for your progressive primal shards, it does feel like that Aragaz could be quite interesting. The rest of them, honestly, unless you don't have Wixwell yet, rest of them not up to that much. Let's have a quick check out then of this guy who's going to be the Fragment champion. So Bell's here. Bell's the Reckoner. He's the Christmas dude. Kind of like, I guess, Raid's version of the Grinch. I don't know. So he's an HP-based champ, 23k HP, nearly 1300 defense, which is pretty good. He's got a decreased defense on his A1. Goes on for 2 turns. Will ignore 5% defense for each debuff on the enemy. So you can get like a decent additional 25 up to 50% ignore defense from this. Pretty interesting. A2, before attacking, steals all buffs from a target and then hits them. Will repeat the attack again against all enemies if the target is under leech. Bit like what Mashaled does right now, which is actually a hard hit. You've then got attacks all enemies before attacking, puts block buffs and leech on all enemies. Also gives a turn meter fill for each debuff placed by this skill. So this guy is very Hydra focused. Block buffs, leech, hits all enemies when leech is out there. Drop defense, ignoring defense. And then we've got a passive here. Increases his champion's max HP by 5% up to 50 and crit damage up to 50 for each debuff placed. Straight up for me, this is a Hydra champion. He's going to place a lot of debuffs with this. Boost his damage. He's HP based, so he's quite easy to keep alive. He's getting AoE hits here once this is happening. And yeah, a bit of extra utility. Don't think he's crazy though, so I wouldn't be like, all out, must go for this guy. But he seems pretty solid as a Hydra champ. Okay, let's have a quick look at the other couple of things that are dropped then from this morning. We've got another shard event going on here, which is a Prism shard. Honestly, obviously, this guy is kind of nuts. Heraclitus, but he's weird. Rota's still very strong. Bad Elf is solid. And Moradane, kind of like, I guess the rest of them solid, but a little bit power crept, honestly. That's kind of where we're at. They're not like, I must go after these champions anymore. But Bad Elf, still a good cleanser, good poisoner. Rotas can actually solo a bunch of stuff and is very good in the arena. Moradane's best spot is really against Amius because of this irresistible heal reduction that she throws out there. And Michelle actually pretty good against Chimera if you want to get a few of the trials done through your battle. Brings a couple of things which help you with that. But ultimately, this dude is... I swear he also drops... What's going on here? Yeah, he puts on leech. I was like, where's the leech and true fear that he used to do? Yeah, he puts on a bunch of decent debuffs, which will help you for trials, and he hits hard and all that stuff. But again, he's not like nuts. In terms of the epics, Seeker still very strong. Vodorf is strong. Husk is strong. But yeah, again, wouldn't be going all out for this event if it was me. Even as like a spender, that type of stuff. Unless you want that main Unity dude. Just checking here if there is, yeah, so we've got Sand Devil's a way to earn like one of the 3 crystals to have a go at it, which is probably not a bad thing to do, but we are still in the midst of, you know, fusions and stuff like that. So just depends how much time you've got. One thing I would also call out, if you are a spender, generally you don't get better deals than right now. Black Friday and Christmas tends to be the best deals that they throw out, if you could call them deals. I know everyone's got their own opinions on whether they're good deals or not. I'll leave you to that, but generally if you're a spender, they're pretty good. We have just got a Forge Pass as well. It's all coming at us today. Forge Passes for Slayer gear. Slayer gear is very strong for some of your damage dealer types, but honestly not all. It's not like a Merciless set where I would just want to get as much of it as I can. With Slayer gear, it's probably the best like single piece that you could put on from a ring or, you know, amulet point of view to just get you that extra crit rate. Amount of times I've got people in one piece of Slayer gear, and that's particularly strong. When you get to 4 pieces, fill the champion's turn meter by 5% for per the first hit on each enemy from an AoE. So against Hydra, you can get like a 20% turn meter fill. This becomes very good. 6 piece then ignores defense when using AoE hits. Again, you want these on people that predominantly do AoE strikes. And then 9 piece is kind of like this additional chance to go AoE again. So someone like a Thor was always good. Like anyone who's doing a lot of AoE damage really can really use Slayer extremely well, you know, for like Hydra. Generally, it's a Hydra set or potentially Arena set, I guess. But, you know, if you're going Arena or Hydra, you need like minimum 6 pieces really to really get the benefit. Damn, feels like there's a lot going on. As I say, there's going to be Christmas gifts normally around this time of year, so don't miss out on that. And yeah, have yourself a great Christmas. I'll see you in the next one.